This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Your view of the world is about to change. Climate change. What is it and why is it a controversial issue? What are the current happenings, progress, and development in this global concern? With science as a tool, how could this environmental issue be continuously and finally addressed? Join us today to unravel the things that are yet to be discovered. We won't back down on anything. We'll know everything. Skamukim at ang lawin. Climate change. This refers to significant changes in weather patterns, including global temperature, precipitation, wind patterns, and other measures of climate that occur over several decades or longer. In East Africa, people are currently facing the worst food crisis in the 21st century.
We haven't been receiving a lot of rainfall this past few years, so for a continent almost entirely dependent on rain for its agriculture, it has been gravely affected our production of food, making economic and health problems common among Africans.
While in the South Pole in Antarctica, the warming of the peninsula has caused changes to its physical and living environment.
Our perennial snow and ice covers are currently melting. Our glaciers and ice shelves that formerly fringed the peninsula have seemed to retreat in recent years, some even collapsing completely. Meanwhile, average temperatures in Canada have increased by 1.7 degrees Celsius since 1948.
Recently, it is a lot hotter than it used to be before, even during winter and springtime. It also rains more often and you could notice the rising sea levels.
United Kingdom has also seen various effects of climate change. With temperatures rising, the amount of rainfall they've experienced has also varied.
Rainfall has become either increasingly abundant or in desperately short supply for a long time. In many areas here in UK, either we're getting way too much rain or not enough at all.
On the other hand, within Asia, 15% of India's groundwater resources are now damaged.
Because of climate change, we are at the risk of malnutrition. Rising carbon dioxide levels has negatively affected my country and our primary food source. Our people have now low immunity and at the risk of diseases.
Meanwhile, while Philippines has always been vulnerable to extreme weather, in recent years, the nation has suffered even more because of increasingly violent storms.
Yearly, we normally have 20 tropical cyclones, with 8 or 9 making landfall. However, these typhoons have become alarmingly more destructive. Take Typhoon Oñate. We Filipinos experience losing our homes, disruption in agriculture, even a high number of injuries and casualties.
As of now, global temperatures are indeed rising and are estimated to increase from 2.6 degrees Celsius to 4.8 degrees Celsius by 2100. This would cause more severe weather, crisis with food and resources, and the spread of diseases if not resolved.
And now I have
General Assembly President Maria Fernanda Espinosa Garces of Ecuador warns that we are the last generation that can prevent irreparable damage to our planet. This 2019, according to her, we only have 11 years to avert catastrophe. Scientists need a deeper understanding of the complex and interrelated forces that shape climate. And physicists say that statistical physics can provide a better understanding of global weather patterns, critical information for accurately predicting climate change. Physics gave us the ocean atmosphere system, environmental monitoring and improvement, and energy production and environment. A wide range of physics is also used to model the climate. This includes the interactions of solar radiation with our atmosphere, the thermodynamics and fluid dynamics of our atmosphere, and that of oceans, radiative transfer in the atmosphere, and the physics of clouds. C. Biology has provided us with tools for mitigation and adaptation. Currently, our major strategies to mitigate climate change are biodiversity and carbon sink conservation and enhancement, both falling under the branch of biology. Though some of its causes are natural, such as volcanic eruptions, ocean currents, the Earth's orbital changes, and solar variations, it cannot be denied that we human beings have also contributed to worsen climate change. Deforestation and greenhouse gas emissions by means of burning of fossil fuels, agriculture, and change in land use patterns have been detrimental to our planet. Be vigilant, inquisitive, and adventurous. This is Mikkaem, Matanglawi.